But of course, why on earth wouldn't Bowling for Soup have thrown out a Christmas record or two? It seems like such an easy combo. The band's feel-good pop-punk sound and cheese of Christmas. So here it is, Merry Flippin Christmas Volume 1 and 2, combining the earlier release of Volume 1 in 2009 with Volume 2 for a release in 2011. Made up of original tracks and the odd cover, things do not start off strongly for this Christmas album. Both Father Christmas and Santa looked a lot like Daddy, lacking in both the fun pop-punk factor and Christmassy feel. Of the two, it's the latter that outright sucks though, devoid of life, annoyingly repetitive and incredibly bland. At least with the former, you have that Bowling for Soup's trademark chorus going on. Things do improve though with a decent cover of the Mariah Carey Christmas classic, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Does anybody not cover this track? It's a horrid track at the best of times, but Bowling for Soup don't make it any worse, and it's a strong vocal performance from Jarrett. We then get something really enjoyable with a classy and festive cover of Jose Feliciano's Feliz Navidad, a track that really doesn't have quite the airplay in the UK as it does in the US. However, covers like this will certainly help its case, as Bowling for Soup have some fun, even throwing in a kazoo at one stage in the song. But fun is over. It's now time for two run-of-the-mill versions, Frosty the Snowman and I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Neither are inspired covers. The former in particular has been done by everyone it seems, and to really make a mark these days it needs to be quite special, and that is certainly not the case here. Unfortunately, things don't improve aside from a fun fa-la-la-la bit on Bobby Wants a Puppy Dog for Christmas and Merry Christmas I Don't Want to Fight. Both tracks stick solidly to the Bowling for Soup playbook, and as is often the case with the band, the shtick is getting old already. It's certainly inoffensive though, that much can be said. Even a track like We're a Couple of Misfits has very little bark, let alone bite, but at least it is easy to sing along to. Now that was where Volume 1 originally ended, and there is a noticeable difference as we go into Volume 2 in the intro of Merry Frickin' Christmas, Happy Freakin' New Year. It's got a bit more of a punk rock edge to it and the vocals are less front and centre, but lyrically, it's just Bowling for Soup declaring that this is their new Christmas record. The punky energy continues into the catchy Even Santa Needs a Break sometimes, before we get a ballad in the form of I Miss You Most on Christmas. The former is pretty damn enjoyable, while the latter is certainly quite sweet. Do yourself a favour though and skip the next and penultimate track, Corner Store on Christmas Day, a retelling of the 12 Days of Christmas but in Bowling for Soup's comedic way. The problem is that it's over 6 minutes long, and just like the song, it is inspired by a repeat as the countdown continues. It stops being amusing very quickly, and that the melody is hardly worth getting excited about doesn't help at all. Which brings us to the end and the obligatory version of We Wish You a Merry Christmas. No complaints here. It's a decent version with just enough pop-punk snark to make it memorable. Merry Flippin Christmas Volume 1 and 2, a combined EP release album that is impossibly hit and miss. Way more misses than hits. The ones that are hits are good, but there's nothing outstanding here. It's fun, that much can be said. If you're a Bowling for Soup fan, you will probably get a lot more enjoyment out of it than if you're not. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?